What is good, guys, and welcome to another episode of Scotty's Fancy Vlog. So for those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Scotty Unfamous, and for those of you who have been here before, welcome back, bitch. Yes, if you are new here, I am Scotty Unfamous and I am a sexfluencer. I made it up because I'm a genius, and a multi-award winning author. I'm basically here to teach women of colour how to reclaim their sexuality and shit like that, but in like a fun way. I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. I want to just continue with the 101 series, because if you don't remember, I did the Sex Toys 101 and I asked you lot what you'd like to know about next, and you guys were like, masturbation. So I was like, okay, here's the video on masturbation. But before we jump into that, I guess like a quick update, because you know it's been months, and if you guys don't follow me on socials, you will not know of all the nonsense that I've been putting myself through. Not just nonsense, there's been like good stuff, there's been great stuff as well. But yeah, so just to jump in really quickly, for those of you that found out about me through the podcast, I left the podcast in the beginning of July. It's fine, we will survive. I'm here. I'm going to miss you, all of you. I'm going to miss you so much, bruv. I'm not dead. I miss hearing your voice, bro. I have a whole YouTube channel and social media. You can hear my voice. I'm not dead. I'm here. Oh, you gonna start your own podcast? I'm gonna not tell you what I'm doing. But something is coming. That was my magic, I don't know. Since my last video, I've had the opportunity to go back on Channel 4 again, so that was great. I did Love in Lockdown. I worked with OCTOPUSS several times. They're a luxury sex toy brand, the one that did the Digit vibrator. I have a review for them on here. But yeah, worked with them several times, which is like great. I got to work with Love Honey. Like, I'm gonna not fangirl again because obviously it's already come and gone, but if you don't want to check out, I basically did a takeover for Love Honey on their Instagram page, and I created hella content, and it was very fucking tiring, but it was so fucking good. I also got to work with Killing Kittens. I did a live with their CEO, Emma Sale, which was fucking amazing. I also featured on No Country for Young Women, which is a BBC podcast, and we spoke about like being plus size, black, and dating, and somehow I wound up and made her and not talking about her kinks. It was amazing. But yeah, like a lot of stuff has been popping, a lot of stuff is coming that's popping. Like literally, I know I'm always thanking you lot, but like, thank you. My whole life has changed. You know, it's funny because I normally sing that about sex toys on this channel, and I'm actually like singing it because my life has changed. Right, so today's video is Masturbation 101, and I'm going to take you guys through everything. Today we're going to cover what masturbation actually is, the benefits of masturbation, your erogenous zones, different masturbation techniques. I'm going to give you lots some ones that I think are like the best to use, especially if you're like kind of new to it, and my self-love routine. And it's basically going to be teaching you how to masturbate if you haven't masturbated before, or if you have difficulty masturbating. Like, these are things that I do that help me get in the mood and, you know, feeling myself. I'm feeling myself because I'm masturbating. Feeling myself. I'm feeling myself because I'm masturbating. What is masturbation? Masturbation is just simply touching yourself for sexual stimulation. Masturbation is completely normal, and it is literally like, I think, one of the best ways to learn about your body, because as much as you can look at textbooks and listen to super smart bitches talking about masturbation and your body and stuff, the best way you're going to find out is by experiencing it yourself. And that's what I want to help you lot do in this video. Experience yourself. Welcome to you, bitch. I hope you enjoy your stay. Now, when I say that masturbation is super common, I actually researched the percentage of women who masturbate, and then it broke it down into countries, and guess who was number one? The fucking UK. That's who was. What? That sounded like some Australian. You got where I was going. It was East London. But yeah, the fucking UK, mate. I feel like I can't get a British accent, which is weird when I live here. So yeah, the UK is actually number one in the world of people that like masturbate the most. The amount of women in the UK that masturbate is actually 78%, and that is the highest percentage in the world. So round of applause for you hoes. Pip, cheery ho. Get it? Ho, cheery. Anyway. And then coming in second place is actually Germany and the US. They have 76% of women over there saying that they masturbate. Who is life? Who is life? Now this is the thing. So many women in the UK have such issues speaking about sex, but we're the highest percentage in the world that like touches ourselves and learns about this stuff. So really and truly what I'm saying is you don't need to step up in it, because the statistics don't lie. The statistics don't lie. Read the receipts, bitch. You should all be professionals. The benefits of masturbation actually go beyond just, you know, woo, lovely orgasms. There are like so many good things that come from it. Masturbating actually helps you learn a lot about your body, as I was saying earlier. And this can also help you deal with some of the shame, and it can help you deal with finding out what you actually like in the bedroom. You know, like when you know what you like, I always say this to you guys, when you touch your body and you figure out the shit that you like, you can actually, you know, communicate this to your partner, and that way it can improve your sex lives together. And you know, it's also nice to know how to come, because the first time I had an orgasm, it was not with a man. It is a great stress reliever. Like any of those times when you feel like too tightly wound, I promise you, whack one out, bitch, you will be at peace. Namaste, bitch. It's great if you have trouble sleeping. If you have trouble sleeping, masturbation will help knock you the fuck out. Ain't nothing like a good nut to send you to sleep, bitch. Can I get an amen? Sex itself is something that really, you know, helps our endorphins, gets the dopamine and shit going. So, you know, obviously masturbation is solo sex. So if you want to improve your mood, like you're having a bad day or you just feel a bit lethargic, big words, have a little wank. Instant sunshine. Masturbation helps you relieve sexual tension. And do you know why this is important? Actually, why this was important for me. Now, as you don't know from my video about celibacy, which I'm going to put over here, bitch, if I did not flick the bean, I would have failed. I masturbated so much while I was celibate. Bitch, but it got me through. It carried me through these trying times. And I know in lockdown, you know, them little idiot boys that you lot used to talk to try to pop back up, try to do some hey big head, hey stranger. Masturbation is fuckboy defense, because they can chat all the rubbish to you. And you're like, oh my god, it sounds so good. What he's saying he will do to me with his penis. I want all these penis things. And then you have a little wank and it's like you're over it. Not that you're over it. You're not on the edge of failure, okay? You're back on the winning team. And the last thing that masturbation is great for is helping relieve menstrual cramps. I mean, not at the beginning if you're a really heavy bleeder, because that's a mess. You can make it work. Tampons are your friend. Next, we are going to talk about erogenous zones. I actually, over lockdown, if you guys follow me, you know, started up a sexual wellness workshop. I teach erogenous zones, I think, in like every class, because I think it's so important. I'm gonna go over erogenous zones with you guys today, and trust me, like, not even just for masturbation itself, but just like helping you as a lover. Now, normally when we are going to touch ourselves or touch our partners, you know, we go for the obvious areas, and yes, those areas feel good and there's loads of sensitivity there, but we are missing out on like the deliciousness of the rest of our body. You don't know how all-encompassing masturbation and foreplay and stuff can be, or just sex can be, when you make full use of the vessel. That's what we're gonna call it, because it makes us sound like cool robot ladies. The vessel. Like neck, behind your ears, or your actual ear, you know, that can be really hot. Your inner wrist, the small of your back, the palms of your hands, like your fingertips. Your scalp is a great place, obviously, like your mouth is wonderful. The insides of your arms, even your armpits if you're into that. The backs of your knees, your ankles, your feet, your toes, like your whole body is literally like this magical nervous center of like good feelings, and you owe it to yourself. You deserve to explore the shit. Something that I want you lot to do right now, and this is what I get people to do in our workshops. What I want you to do is you hold one hand up and you just take your free hand. And what I want you to start off with is just stroking the back of your hand and really pay attention to how that feels. Literally, while you're watching this video, do it. Literally stroke the back of your hand. And then what I want you to do is to turn your hand over and stroke your palm. And what you should notice is the difference in sensation. Like the back of your hand, it's nice, it's smooth, but it's like on the inside is where the fire starts. The fire starts, sure. Anywhere where your veins are closer to the surface or they crisscross over each other, that is normally where a lot of your sensitivity is. Anywhere on your body where there are joints are amazing places to explore. Obviously, we've just done the hand. You have loads and loads of nerves and stuff in your hand because obviously all the veins are like right here. Your wrists, a lot of your veins and stuff will crisscross over this area. The inner part of your arms, armpits, another joint. You know, your neck, a joint. Behind your ear, not really a joint, but there's a crease there. Do you get what I mean? But literally, when you are masturbating, you don't have to just go for the obvious parts. Really touch yourself and really get to know your body and see what you like. You know, that's how people be like, oh, like I like my back being kissed. Like, do you know what I mean? Because they explored, bitch. Dora. Now, another great thing to do when you are exploring your erogenous zones is to try sensory play. Now, sensory play is just literally like engaging different senses. So, for example, you can try stuff with temperatures. So, like, you can use candle wax. There is special sex candles, by the way. Don't use regular candles. But you can use like hot candle wax. You can use ice cubes. You can use satin. You can use velvet, fur, leather, suede. Do you get what I mean? And trying all these different fabrics and stuff over different parts of your bodies is really going to like add a bit of richness, a bit of variety, a bit of selection to the party. And you know, also things like ticklers. This is my ostrich feather tickler. Where did I buy this? I think I got this from Bondara when I bought my new bondage kit. This is really nice. Oh my god. Right, now we are going to start getting into the juicy part. Keep it juicy, juicy. Wait, so next we're going to discuss techniques, and what I want to do is give you guys 3 of my favorite techniques to use when masturbating. Now, one thing I will say, you know, if you are starting out, you don't always have to kind of run and go and get toys. I know I go on about toys all the time because I love them. Your hands are free and they are wonderful, okay? Your clitoris itself has 8,000 nerve endings in it. It is the only organ designed solely for pleasure. You see, men don't have this. My first technique, exploring like around your clitoris. If you don't know where your clitoris is, you have your labia, which are your outer lips, and you open them and then there's like a little hard knob that kind of looks like a really, really tiny penis. That's your clitoris. What you will find when exploring yourself down there is that your clitoris has different sensitivities in different areas of it. That's why some people, when they start out, like, they opt to do like a sort of rubbing motion. You'll see that one side of your clitoris is actually more sensitive than the other. Try to do it with different speeds and pressures, and that's what's really gonna kind of help you figure out what you like. I remember when I first started masturbating and like I gave myself my first accidental orgasm and I was like, oh my god, what is this? I must do it again. I just remember pressing down really hard on my clitoris, and that's how it happened. So every time after that, and I was trying to get this feeling back, like I got obsessed with masturbating. And I was like, okay, so I have to press down really hard to do it. And each time I do that, and like over like the week, like my clitoris was actually like getting like really sore and like bruised because of all this pressing that I thought I had to do. It forced me to be gentle with myself, and what I actually found was by exploring these different pressures, you know, from going from something really hard and rough and fast to something softer, slower, gentler, that it helps build the orgasms in different ways. And I actually discovered that I don't actually like this rough rubbing, and I'm so glad that you don't have to do that, because you have me to tell you how to do it correctly. Now the next one, I like to call it like a mini wank. So what you can do is sort of get your clitoris between your index and your thumb, pinch down on either side, and sort of, this is a clitoris and you're gonna do that. My last technique, and this one I think is gonna be really, really useful for you guys, because I feel like this is quite a neglected part of the vulva. The vagina is actually your opening, like inside. The rest of it that you can see is your vulva. My next tip, and guys, like I'm telling you, employ this tip, okay? Pay it overtime. Your labia. We neglect this so much because, you know, we always think, oh, I need to rub my clit, or I need to like dig my fingers inside of myself. Go for your labia. You have your labia majora and your labia minora. Now your labia majora is the thicker lips on the outside, and the minora are the smaller, thinner ones on the inside of your vulva. Get some lube or get some massager and just stroke it with your finger. If you get your index and your middle finger, and you can do like stroking motions like that, like literally just touch yourself really gently and just like caress the outer part of your lower lips, and it's such a lovely feeling, and it's a nice way to sort of, I guess, like sort of caress and bring yourself into that moment, as opposed to going straight for your clitoris and thinking, okay, now I need to orgasm. Do you get what I mean? Now, guys, I'm going to take you through my self-love routine. I love solo sex and stuff like that because I feel like I really get the opportunity to be inside of my body and experience all these amazing things that it can do. So when I am having my solo sex sessions, it's very indulgent. I have my little like quick 10 minutes here and there, but a lot of the times, like, I like to really take my time and explore myself fully. It just makes me so much more connected with myself, and I feel like I know even more about myself, and then that way I can tell my partner even more. If you are a beginner, or you are somebody that does have an issue making themselves climax, or just, you know, masturbating in general, even if it's something that you feel a bit uncomfortable with, this routine really will help take you to where you need to be. Now imagine you just invited over a new lover. You're gonna make sure that your ambience, your atmosphere, everything is just up there, and like it's ready for romance. Sensual seduction. Like that's what you're trying to give them, innit? Do that for yourself. A lot of the times the things that we want people to do for us or whatever, like we don't even do it for ourselves. So do it for your fucking self. I would like to put on my lingerie, you know, the nice silky ones. Because I like to look at myself and turn myself on and be like, you's a bad bitch. Who that bitch? You dead bitch. Who that bitch? You dead bitch. I love burning scented candles. Just, you know, like after you've tidied your room and everything, and then you just light that candle, and then it's just like over lockdown I became obsessed with House of Case. It's a black owned brand, and she makes these amazing, I think it's like soy wax candles with wood wicks, so like they crackle and stuff, and they burn for ages, and they smell so good. And I love having my little playlist, my mood playlist on Spotify. Look for Mood by Scotty Unfamous. If you look like Snow Allegra, Janae Aiko, Lena Barraza, all that kind of vibe, like, oh my god, Tenariel, oh my god, she's my latest obsession. But yeah, that kind of mood, my mood playlist. I like to have a bit of like mood lighting. This is a bit ratchet. It's not ratchet, it's ratchet. Get something like warm toned, like a fabric, and fling it over your lamp as long as you have a shade. I swear to god, new vibes for free. Next step is lubes and like balms and stuff like that. I used to think that, oh, like lubes is for like old women when their fannies dry up. No bitch, it's just for everyone. My favorite lube, as you don't know, is the Yes Organics water-based lubricant. I love that stuff. And also Into the Wild is a new all-natural, organic, vegan friendly lubricant. I think that that one is fantastic. Like those two right now, they're up there for me. Balms and gels, and now this is my shit. I love the High on Love range. Oh my god, their stimulating O-gel, I barely have sex without it. I think you put like 1 to 2 pumps, and it's just literally within seconds your fanny just starts tingling, and everything's just like hypersensitive, and it feels so good. And it's made with CBD, which is also really cool. And the packaging, and System Joe, they also do the 12 volt. The High on Love range and the System Joe are both available in my sexual wellness store in the lubes and balm section. The wetter the better. Not super wet to the point that you can't feel anything. Like obviously you don't want like puddles and stuff around you, but be generous. Like you deserve, okay, generosity, abundance, Abundance is for you. Next is about getting into the headspace. I love meditating before I get into masturbation or sex and stuff, mostly masturbation. It's because it really helps me be aware of my body, and the more aware I am of stuff, it's like the more hypersensitive it feels, and you know, you're really calm and you're chilled out, and you just really get to live in that moment and experience what you're doing to yourself. And also I think it's great when you're meditating as well to, one, set an intention. What do you want to get out of this session? And I know you may think, oh, this is a bit much just to have a fucking wank. But do you know what? It really isn't. It's not even enough. Because you deserve everything. When I'm saying set an intention, like, and what do you want to get out of it? You know, maybe you want to discover something new that you like. Maybe you want to experience a new sensation that you haven't felt before. Maybe it's about really learning to be in your body. Maybe it's about removing shame. Like, there are so many things that you can set intentions for, and then when you kind of like brought that into your atmosphere and you're masturbating, it's a whole new level because you're really in tune with yourself. After you've like done your whole meditation and stuff, let your mind wander. You know, you can obviously use accessories like pornography or, you know, erotica or audio porn. Fun fact, I actually did my first piece of audio porn, guys, when I did the Love Honey takeover. So if you'd like to check that out, you can go onto their Love Honey page on their IGTV, and I'm actually reading out a chapter from Running Wild, which was just like so mad for me to do on the internet. But yeah, so part 1 is on the Love Honey page, and then part 2 you go onto my page, my Instagram page, and listen to my IGTV, and there it is, and there's like music and stuff, and it's really like intense and hot. And next, and I think that this is one of the most important tips to give you guys, take your time. There is no rush. You don't have to come in the next 10 minutes. Bitch, there'll be times I'll be masturbating for 4 hours out of choice. You really can let it go on for as long as you want to. And another great thing that I like with the whole taking your time thing is edging. I spoke about edging in the Hot Octopus digit finger vibrator video. What I love about edging, and this is why it takes me like 4 hours and stuff to masturbate, is that you can keep bringing yourself to that cusp and then kind of taking it back, and each time you bring yourself back up there, the feeling gets stronger. So when you finally have the release, it's amazing, and it was worth the long wait. But if you don't want to do edging, like I said, just taking your time anyway, because I think part of the good thing about taking your time is that you're taking the pressure off of yourself to orgasm. And sometimes the desire to orgasm is what can actually stop us from orgasming, because we're not in that moment feeling what we're feeling with our bodies. We're just focusing on, okay, so is this gonna make me come? Okay, I want to come now. I want to come now. When am I gonna come? When am I gonna come? And because you're just thinking about when and how, who, what, where, when, why, you don't really get to reach the place that you want to reach, because you're everywhere else but where you need to be. Listen, you can have a good masturbation session without orgasming. You can have good sex without orgasming. So that is the end of the Masturbation 101 video, guys. Let me know which other things that you want me to talk to you about on whole 101 level, and I'll break everything down for you. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that you learned a lot from it and that you actually employ these techniques. Trust me, they really do make a difference, especially the self-love routine. Like, trust me. Would I lie to you lot about orgasms? No, I wouldn't. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Sharing is caring, so please make sure that you tell your friends and share it on your socials if you're comfortable doing that. You can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Scotty Unfamous, and don't forget to check out shakirascott.com for my books and loads more, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!